After missing 3 games, the number 2 is Brian Laws. 3, Stuart Pearce, the captain, who scored his first England goal here on Wednesday. 4 is Des Walker. 5, Steve Chettle. 6, Steve Hodge, Forest top scorer with 14. 7, Gary Crosby returning to the side, but likely to play down the left-hand side today. 8 is Gary Parker. 9, Nigel Clough, scorer of 2 goals in the final last year. 10 is Nigel Jemson. And 11, Franz Carr, a long loan to Sheffield Wednesday this season. This is his first Littlewoods Cup tie, incidentally. Forest really throwing down a bold attacking hand. 2 wingers, Carr and Crosby. They'll get forward as often as they can. Jemson, the central attacker, likely to find Nigel Clough maybe dropping back a little, and watch out once more for those explosive runs from the midfield of Steve Hodge. Now, what about Oldham? Well, they've got Andy Rhodes in goal. Number 2 is Dennis Irwin, the Republic of Ireland B international. 3, Andy Barlow, the only Oldham-born player in their side. 4 is Nicky Henry, who recovered from a knee injury this morning. 5, Earl Barrett, stylish defender. 6 is Paul Warhurst. At 20, the youngest player in the field. Number 7 is Neil Adams. 8 is Andy Ritchie, as I say, the top scorer with 28, 10 of them in this competition. 9 is Frankie Bunn, remember his 6 goals against Scarborough in an earlier round. 10, Mike Milligan, the 23-year-old captain, and 11, Rick Holden, another classy winger. Ian Marshall, who doubles as a defender and attacker, failed a test on a thigh injury this morning. Neil Adams comes in, a right winger. Andy Ritchie and Frankie Bunn then will be the main strikers. A lively midfield where Nick Henry and Mike Milligan will have a big influence. You'll enjoy again the quality defensive play of Earl Barrett. Substitutes for Nottingham Forest, Terry Wilson and Tommy Gaynor, and for Oldham, Roger Palmer and Gary Williams. And the referee, John Martin of Alton in Hampshire, possibly one of the oldest referees to officiate at Wembley. He's in his 50th year. It's his 4th extension on the Football League list, and he's delighted to say that that extension has been increased to cover next season as well. 1990 Littlewoods Cup final, red shirts, white shorts. They attack the goal to our left. But here's Neil Adams. My goodness, there was a curl on that ball that very nearly fooled Sutton, and we nearly had an astonishing opening to this Littlewoods Cup final. The first real thrust by Oldham, and it came so close to producing a goal. Adams with the cross, a curl on it. Sutton had just gone fractionally off his line, and they played it short to Hodge. Quick-witted, getting there just before anybody from Oldham had reacted. And they get another corner. Mike Milligan. Great little captain he's turning out to be, in a splendid season he's having. There's another corner coming in, a flick on by Hodge that time. And Carr pushed away well by Rhodes. Well, we can't complain about the brightness of this start. A great break by Oldham in the first minutes. A fine save by Andy Rhodes there, as the ball comes to Franz Carr again. A deep across this time. Hodge is on the far side. Well, Hodge got a header to it. He was in fact trying to play the ball into the path of Bunn and Warhurst, who'd continued the run. Pearce. Adams will take it, floated towards the far side. Walker taking no chances there. Main poised for the flick on, but it won't come there. Holden charged away by Pearce. A good captain's job there, because Holden really caught it. Then it'll come to Nigel Clough. Played forward to Carr, trying to hold it up. Parker now trying to get Jemson away here, but Irwin doing well. And Oldham come forward again. Holden. Henry. Here's Irwin. I'm on the far side, too high for any of them. The flag was up in any case for an offside. Crosby outside, no luck about that pass. But they get a corner. Came off Barlow. Tries to win this trophy 3 times. 78 against Liverpool, 79 against Southampton, then of course last season against Luton. If they win it today, they equal the record number of wins by Liverpool, 4. Crosby, crossed in there, Jemson, that was a free header. What a splendid shot by Parker. When he let that one go, he must have felt that this is the goal, but Andy Rhodes was there. The cross coming in, it's charged away by Barlow. A great strike, actually, by Gary Parker, Jim.
Great turn, great strike, great save. In that order.
It's a good long throw, except it's a bad long throw.
Well, you can see it's played in by Stuart Pearce. Turns well, hits it brilliantly, saves superbly. What more?
It's wide. In fact, it deflected off a defender for a corner to Forest. 2 or 3 times in that little move of Franz Carr's, you thought, surely this is the moment, surely this must be it. Then just that little deflection took it wide. Carr again for Forest. For Clough, played for Pearce, driven straight at Bunn for another. Snatched the lead, with Nigel Jemson, the manager, quite unmoved, the goalkeeper quite perplexed, and the fans absolutely overjoyed.
It's a great ball from Nigel Clough, Brian. And Jemson's through on his own. He doesn't really make good contact with it first time, but the second time he makes no mistake. And what's really incredible about it is that Oldham might have been one up themselves half a minute earlier, and there's Jemson putting Forest on the road.
Only his 5th of the season, and his first season. He only came into the Forest side on Boxing Day. What a finale this season could be for him now. Parker to Clough. That looked like a handball. By Warhurst it was. You can see that Rhodes is saying inside. I must say my view was that it was just outside. And the free kick's given. And Stuart Pearce is making his way towards it.
I agree with you, Brian. I've got to agree with you, Brian, yes.
Yeah, outside.
Oh, it was well outside, wasn't it?
Well, we remember what Stuart Pearce, and I'm sure one of our guests today, John Sillett, will remember what Stuart Pearce did in the semi-final. From a little wider than this, and in fact a little further out. Now it's either Pearce or it'll be a curler by Nigel Clough, I would imagine, or Parker in there too. So 3 things for Oldham to consider now. Parker's over the ball. Referee Martin wanting the ball back 10 yards. No, it's going to be Pearce, I think. Well, that's hit Barrett on the head. Poor Earl Barrett was concussed on Tuesday night at Portsmouth when he got up to head the Oldham goal in a 2. Clough playing it to Carr, played into Chettle, a bit of space for Steve Chettle, and it goes behind for the goal kick. Nobody more so than Franz Carr, into Jemson again. He tried to turn on the ball, and Barlow getting it back as Crosby came in, and Rhodes bravely. Barrett's coming across. Crosby thought for a moment he'd fooled him, but there's quality in that defending there. Brilliant play by Earl Barrett for Oldham. Up to Bunn. Ritchie trying to get in. Comes to Oldham. Oldham fans getting behind their team now as Walker disturbs a couple of pigeons and gets it back just in time. It's a real character, formerly with Manchester City. Ooh. Walker. And Bobby Robson's had his eye on him as well. Here's Barrett again. Played just 3 games for Manchester City, and I think they sold him for something like £35,000 to Oldham. Crosby.
I think that's what you would call a good buy, Brian.
It's a steal, isn't it? Crosby. Good time Jemson got the better of Barrett's. Shoulders Barlow out of the way. Jemson trying to curl it. That was a good piece of goalkeeping too. He covered. Variation on the old corner theme there, but Sutton was smart and alive to it. Helped out. Sutton's arms were flailing. I'm not sure whether he got a touch or not. And Adams, who was coming in at the far post, just failed to get what would have been the simplest of tap-ins. But they've got a corner. Must have come off Sutton. That time it's back again for Holden to cross it in once more, lower this time. Pearce needed to get that one away. Adams with the header, and that time it's easy.
I think we'll find it was actually a great save by Steve Sutton. I think it's a very well taken free kick. Ball gets knocked in, and there you'll
Palmer's
watch this Palmer's touch, and he does.
Just got a touch.
It's a great save.
Well, Milligan picks it away. Another Forest move comes to nothing, as the Oldham skipper just flicks it over the head of Crosby to find Andy Barlow. This is some run by the fullback, and it leaves Adams on the far side. The cross by him. Barlow's going in there looking for some more of the action. Holden playing it in again. Walker getting it away. Here's Milligan. Ritchie. Adams again. That's a good cross in there towards Palmer, and Forrest just happy to bat that one away. It was Brian Laws who belted it away in the end. Back it comes again, up goes Pearce. Hodge right back there helping out. And Parker. Good spell of pressure this by Oldham, looking for the equalising goal. It's with Andy Barlow. Played again towards Ritchie, but that one's easy for Walker. That should be Sutton's ball. It was for a moment. Owen, there was a whistle gone for an infringement on the keeper. Well, Milligan and Ritchie behind this. And 2-4 in the Forest wall. Chettle, who perhaps will be there to attack the ball. And Sutton looking for a sight of it behind them. Andy Ritchie, wide of the goal. And Earl Barrett is not in the wall this time, Jim.
And he's worked that out, hasn't he?
So 4 in the wall. Parker's poised there as well.
I think it's pretty certain that Stewart's going to have a woof at this, though.
There goes Stuart Pearce. Terrific bit of goalkeeping again. Saw it late. Is. But he's down now. It's a touch of the cramp, I imagine, on tired legs. Carr, even the spring has gone out of his stride a bit, but not out of Ian Adams, who was in behind him, but still with Carr. He's got into the box. It's across there towards Crosby, but Andy Barlow got that away. Playing it wide again to Franz Carr. This time Barrett gets it away. First played there towards Franz Carr. Gary Parker. And away with Warhurst. Palmer's made a run. Here's Ritchie. It's not over yet. Not when Ritchie's on the ball and Palmer's up there ahead of him and Holden's away left on the left side. There's the cross. Stuart Pearce gets it away, though, to Carr. Down. Parker's trying to get up in support. He's still with Franz Carr. The shot straight at Andy Rhodes, who couldn't. Barlow playing it forward. Chettle couldn't get to it, but Sutton does. And that may be the last alarm for Nottingham Forest. Forest are the winners of the Littlewoods Cup for 1990. The goal by Nigel Jemson, 47 minutes. Enough to stifle the dreams and the hopes of a splendid second division club. Brian Clough does it again. His 25th year as a manager, rewarded by another Wembley victory. There with his backroom team of Alan King and Ronnie Fenton and Joe Royal and Mr. Clough. Not happy that the camera is around him. If you remember last year, he went off and didn't even see the cup presented. The players did it, not me, he said. And that seems to be his attitude now. He doesn't want a camera around him. consolation. They came here having won only one of their last 10 and conceding goals left, right and centre. Well, they put the block on that and they scored the one that mattered. And this time Brian Clough is staying to watch the presentation. The Royal Highness hands the trophy to Stuart Pearce, and Nottingham Forest have done it again. Applause from the manager for the team that have achieved another victory. A proud day for him, and certainly for these players and the thousands who've come down from the East Midlands to support them.
And suddenly you don't feel so tired. Well, the winners certainly don't. That little bit of adrenaline comes back, and you know that you've got the energy to run around with that trophy.
You do have to have genuine sympathy for Oldham because they had played so well. They were just beaten by that one break so early in the second half.
Well, the game could have gone either way.
A smile on Clough's face. And on Joe Royals as well in defeat. Well, that's the way it should be.
That's really great to see both managers like that.
I've not seen that before, ever.
No. And Joe's had such a great season, really. There's Clough, of course. There's nothing you can say about Clough, is there, that hasn't already been said?
Well, the Forest fan...
Full back.